All right, they can hear you now.
Hi. Hello.
Okay, well, hi.
Hello. My name is Gobtube.
Every time I lean too far back, I pop out of visibility.
Really? Like you fade out?
No. Like I what's the word? I lose focus or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I
That sounds
am
less cool.
have a heart. That is me. I probably should have put some sort of text on there that said like Dark Side interviews or something, but I guess I didn't, so it's whatever. It's in the title. So there might be people who don't know, so I'm just gonna run through it real quick. Last season I did a bunch of random interviews and I was like, hey, what's poppin'? Let's talk about the season, let's do whatever. We chatted in junk, and then surprisingly, like hundreds of people over the course of those videos watched those videos, which was cool. And I was like, well, my dog's gonna bark. I was like, dang, that's a lot of people. And now I'm like, oh shoot, my hair, oh god, you know, and junk like that. Because like in freaking, I don't know, in like 4 days, I'm gonna be like, how many people have seen this? Oh no. So anyway, but yeah, the original idea was to do interviews because I was brand new to RP. I had just run through it, and I wanted to know like how other people did it, where they came from, and junk like that. I have a new goal that is not necessarily that. I mean, that's the goal, but I want to know more stuff, like instead of just generalities. I want to know specific stuff. Yeah, sorry, Ewok, I'm not gonna announce. Like, my bad. What do you want?
Hey, we out here.
We're out here. Like, the only place I can announce is like Discords that aren't Darkside, because I mean, I'm not gonna promote my own junk in Darkside. So, and
let's do it. What could go wrong?
No. Last time I did this, they were like, "Hey, stop promoting," because it wasn't me promoting; it was other people who were like, "By the way, people are doing this interview thing." I was like, "Stop! You gotta stop!"
I was one of them.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, Hearts is doing interviews." Wink, wink.
So yeah.
Yeah, Ewok is right.
Look,
at least in the company Discord.
Half the Discord's already here, so I did it. We did it. Look, the entire Discord's here. All right. So, like I said, the goal is to learn more about how specific people do RP, and like where they come from, what they feel about it, what their goal is in RP, and then more about like the generalities of it. So I have a bunch of people lined up. I have a schedule this time. Last time I feel like I let some people down by not interviewing them, but I got real tired, and like these are real draining because I spend like hours and hours on them. So I got a schedule this time. There's only a couple. They're already set up. All I have to do is run through them. So you're first because we had to get through all this stuff and like figure it out and all of that.
I'm the test dummy.
That's dummy. And you're also safe because like if I say something stupid, you're also going to say something stupid and we're fine.
Oh, I'm going to judge you hard and I'm just going to stare at the webcam like, you didn't just say that.
So yeah, I also, an hour ago when I was ready, by the way, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I had a dress shirt on, okay? But now I don't, so I'm not professional. Anyway.
Okay.
Let's get into it if you're ready. Oh, by the way, yeah. Say who you are again for people who are actually here.
Hello, my name is not actually Gobtube, but I mean, you can call me Gobtube because that's my online persona thing. And I like RP and I like games in general. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. Oh, by the way, this this interview is sponsored by.
Is it drinking water?
Water time.
All right, great. Yeah, water time.
Water time. Remember to stay hydrated, everybody. It's very important.
I have tea, and he drinks water odd. So we're gonna go through this. I got tea.
Hi, Nari. Hello.
Hi. First question, same as the last time. I have like dozens and dozens of notes for each interview I did last time, but there were like basics of the questions. So the first one is and was last time. Start at the end. How do you think that the chapter ended up for you, and how was that?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
It started with me a month late into the season because I was doing med school entry things because it didn't actually work out. But whatever. But then I started playing. We started doing. Oh yeah, I should mention. It started with the temporary character that I played. He was called Sugar Snap, and he was very green, and he talked like a robot.
Uh-huh.
uh I guess the question isn't how it started, it's how it ended. It ended with this very, very fun Splatoon match. So
Okay.
that's it, man. That's it. I I didn't really play the season.
So that's something I want to get into. But
Okay.
before that, everyone knows about Osas, but they may not have seen the last interview where you talked about like where it came
Okay.
from and stuff. You do stream, by
Yeah.
the way, but
Occasionally,
you don't
when
stream,
my internet allows me, sure.
you don't stream Darkside anymore, really.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, and if you do stream, it's normally like some other RP stuff. So yeah, if anyone wants to check that out, you can go check him out. These interviews are mostly for people who don't stream, because they don't really have like a way to just tell people, here's what I think, here's where I'm from, that sort of thing. But
Yeah.
A, you're safe. B, you hardly stream. C, you're safe. So yeah.
I feel like the C is slightly,
Valid.
it's like the letter A, but
Exactly.
it's fine.
C is for valid. Yes. So tell us where Osas came from.
All right, so Osa's started originally during the end of last season. Well, it's not last season anymore, I guess. Darkside 3.0, I think it is. During the last month of that season. It basically, I got the game when it launched. I was super disappointed with it. And then like a year later or something, I was like, hey, I might as well get some value out of it. So I joined Darkside because I was like, hey, RP sounds fun. So I had this voice and a dream, and that was pretty much it. It's basically just Osas's voice and accent, but that was all I had. I didn't even know he was going to be a shaman or something. So that was pretty much it. I spawned on the island that the Knights of the Rifle were based in, and that was so lucky because they are such great people, and my monitor just turned off out of nowhere.
I'm right here.
Am I still alive? Okay.
I see you.
Why did it? I kind of want to fix that, but I guess whatever. so it's just like the black screen, my friend. Okay, whatever.
Cool.
So basically, yeah, so I spawned on that island and they helped me, and I don't remember who. I think it was Scar. Was it? No, it was you. You bought me the clothes, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. Okay, so I met with havehearts. Havehearts' character, Boxer, right?
Yeah.
And what was Robin?
Yeah.
Ruben, right? And Robin, and basically he helped me out like in the beginning of the game. So he bought me some clothes from Luna's shop, and those clothes were like the shaman looking clothes, very bright, like a bright pink and cyan. So I was like, you know what? It would be super fun to make this character just like the shaman, just fuck around.
Yeah.
And do some stupid rituals and stuff.
In this season, he wasn't that, right?
Yeah. So I played that season like a shaman, like I'm trying to kick my cables to see if something happens, but nothing happens. So whatever. Right. So this season I decided to do Osas again. So basically the voice, the look, everything, but not a shaman this time, because that was basically just
I'm watching you
like
watch me.
just spur of the moment thing, right? I decided right there after logging in. So this time I tried to do some planning. So I was talking, we were I think we were talking, right?
Yeah.
Me and you. We were talking about like stupid ideas for a season, and I just finished the first season of Mayans MC, which is like this motorcycle club series that is so good. If you haven't seen it and you like that sort of stuff, just go ahead and watch it. It's really good. Anyway, so I just finished watching that season. I was like hyped on the MC things, and I was like, hey, wouldn't it be fun to have a motorcycle club thing on Atlas? So kind of like a pirate group, but really just, you know, an MC club alike thing. So I thought it was going to be a silly but fun idea. So we started planning out things, me and Hearts, and yeah. End result, I didn't do shit. Hearts took over the club and did a bunch of cool shit without me because I was burned out from Atlas. So yeah, that was pretty much the season for me.
So yeah, on that, the motorcycle stuff isn't my thing. I know people who ride them, and I know like people who
I'm gonna try to fix this.
Yeah. Try and fix your monitor. I know people who are like into that and who are in clubs, but it's not really my thing. So when he was like, let's do this, I was like, I mean, you could do it and I'll just come along and like hang out. But since he had to start later on, I just sort of like tried to lay the groundwork for for the season. And the idea was always like, I would do some small stuff. I would have like a little backstory. Whoa, your camera's moving. And then nice bag.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And
thanks, bro. It's
once he got on board, then we were gonna do the full like Soggy Boys Schooner Club. But until then, I needed a front and stuff, so I hung out with Ewok, and we did Red Dick's Backdoor. So that was a joke. Pretty much everything we did started from jokes that were like from the last season, but were completely different. Like in the past season, they were like jokes and ideas, and in this season, we were the characters that we had been joking about and things like that. So, that's where Gob comes in and can't fix his monitor. Hit the power button.
It's not that the power is on. It's
have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Yes.
Can we get tech support to Gob's house, please? We'll do some intermission here. Let's intermission.
It should be working. I don't. It's out of nowhere too. Sorry about that.
That's cool.
This is completely out of nowhere.
This never happens to me.
Again, it's just the good timing, right?
Intermission music. Have you tried wiggling your mouse? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Try Control Alt Delete. Alt F4. No, don't Alt F4. Just kidding. Don't Alt F4. You're probably in Discord.
Yeah. Actually, no, I have your channel. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Damn it, it's not working. I don't know what's happening. I might have to just restart the PC and hope.
Oh, jeez.
It's so weird. The monitor is turned on, but it's not.
This is a bug fix stream, yes? Well, do you need the monitor?
I don't, but
I can still see you and everything. I don't know what's working. I don't know what kind of. I don't know if those are sheets or what's behind you exactly.
Those are sheets, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Thanks.
Oh, nice mic. Everything's coming up, man.
I can't see now if things are.
No, you still look appropriate and everything.
Right, I'm just gonna chill with my water here.
Okay, great. We did it. Completely fixed. Definitely.
Yeah, I can see everything.
Yeah,
I'm actually
great.
open the chat on my phone, to be fair. It's
Okay.
the best I can do.
So keep going.
Keep going.
All right,
yeah.
we're still going. Wow, what a time.
What a time to be alive.
Let me get my notes here. Let's see. Oh, here's the part where you can't use your monitor anymore. Predicted that.
Scripted.
Scripted. Yes, paid actors.
Mario is a paid act.
Okay, so we covered this a little bit, but you've been playing other stuff as well as occasionally on Darkside, so
I'm gonna be looking away because of this phone. Yeah.
What are you playing?
So
what were you playing?
I heard GOG, good old GOG, got a gaming. Shout out to GOG. So I heard GOG say something about Conan Solutions Conan server, and that was before it launched. So I was like, hey, I always wanted to give Conan a try. So I mean, might as well just do it now.
Yeah.
Right. So I joined Conan's server. I did my application and I got whitelisted. Of course, otherwise I wouldn't have played it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
gotcha.
I did the application and when the server launched, I had a slight idea of a character I wanted to make, and I wanted like a breath of fresh air from doing the accent, the voice, the OSAs, because I've only done OSAs everywhere I go. So it's just DarksideRP OSAs 2 times. Strong Bridge RP on Arc, just OSAs again. Another Atlas server that we played in the downtime, the Darkside downtime, OSAs again. So it's just OSAs every time. So I tried doing something different finally, an RP without voices, without accents, just me, and me. So I had an idea. Okay, so now that I don't have to do an accent or a voice, I got a bit more leeway on, just vocal expressions, vocal range and stuff. And I thought, hey, why not a bard? I like singing, although I'm not always good at it, but I like singing. So I decided making a bard character. And I always like doing things out of the ordinary, right? So I figured Conan, it's just an extremely violent game. People fight all the time.
Okay.
People are brutal, and things like that, right? And the server had like these 2 factions that were warring with each other. And I thought, why not make a bard that is a complete wimp, weak, and a scaredy cat, and just like not be like super in one faction or the other, just kind of like go back and forth. Because it's a bard after all. He's just gonna be like singing shit and stuff. The other reason why I decided to create this bard character the way he was, which is like super weak and a wimp basically, was because I didn't know the game. I had no idea how to play that game, and I was too lazy to learn at the time. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be carried. I'm gonna sing some songs, make some friends, and just get some equipment or whatever. So I kind of did that, and it started fine. It was super fun at first, the first time. But then the bard started to get into some more intrigues. And he got executed in the end.
Of course. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I streamed the whole thing too. Well, almost the whole thing, because I had some problems with the server IP. I still have, I think. Season's over, but I think I still have, because I can't for some reason after they switched the server for a dedicated one, I just can't connect to it without a VPN, and the VPN just tanks my internet. So it's like I can't do anything, man.
Okay.
But so I didn't stream, but I have like a good chunk of it on highlights and clips on my channel. So that's pretty cool. I like saving those cool moments, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw random pieces of it because I was playing, Atlas and Darkside at the same time. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah.
I like the thing is the way you play and the way I play is very like similar, and our goals are the similar because we don't want to play the game. We want to
Yeah.
like we want to talk to people and like see what's happening and like walk around and look
Yeah.
at stuff, so um
Mm.
yeah. Do you think that the way we play puts strain on other people because they
What
have
do
to
you
do the
mean?
work?
Oh, I
They
see.
have to
I see.
grind, they
Yeah.
have to kill, they have to do whatever.
For sure. I mean, I think basically we are this is gonna sound kind of accusatory, but we are sort of RP leeches.
Yes, I agree.
So
Wait.
we kind
Whoa,
of
whoa, whoa,
take
whoa, whoa,
everything
whoa,
that people
whoa,
work
whoa. Holy
towards game
snap.
wise, so the
Thank you
farming of
so
the different materials
much.
and crafting and all of that, the whole grinding process that all of these survival games have.
Mhm.
We take that and we provide RP. I mean, I guess it's not really leech, it's more like a mutualism thing.
Yeah,
They provide
so
us with the resources and we provide them with some RP.
that's exactly what I think of it as because when you came up with this idea, I was like, I don't know anything about that, but I mean a little bit, but you know what I mean? And then when I
Yeah, yeah.
became the person in control and like had to run the company and had to grow it and had to do all that stuff,
Uh-huh.
there's no like I wasn't going to change Pierre. I wasn't going to do anything differently. So I had to figure out a way to make that work. So we just stopped playing entirely, and all of our time was spent either together or separately going somewhere and trying to trade our time RP into
Yeah.
gathering RP. And we did it over and over and over again. Sometimes it didn't work, sometimes it did work out. But like the whole time we were just trying to gather through RP, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I think it can work, but I do
For sure.
think I think that it can only be done in the way that like acknowledges that we are leeching off of other people. Like that's what we're doing. So we might as well embrace it and use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I hear you. Yeah, I kind of agree too. I think it's really where your priorities land.
mhm.
Currently the way I'm RPing and doing stuff is, and I believe you as well, we prioritize RP a lot more than actually playing the game. You
Yeah.
just said it. We don't want to play the game. Though since I learned Conan now, I'm thinking I will do the carrying this time.
Cool. Cool. I'm here to
So I
leech.
feel Yes, you are. But that's fine. I mean, I'm liking the game itself. Well, to a certain extent, of course. But I'm liking the game itself, so I mean, I'm willing to help other people just worry about RP, right?
Yeah.
It's a noble thing to, be leeched on for RP.
That's true. Yeah.
I believe so, at least. So I'm
So
gonna do some of that. I intended on doing some of that. Yeah.
like we've all know, I'm sure I keep looking this way to talk to you because that's where chat is, but the camera's over here. Anyway, as we all know,
Oh, so if I turn this way, I'm looking at you.
well, you're looking at chat actually. You're on my main screen, but chat's over there.
Oh, okay, so you're kind of down here.
Me?
Hi.
I'm in front of you.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
You're in front
like
of me?
so in front of you. Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
No, we're getting a picture real quick.
Oh, okay. Do I gotta look at you or something?
No.
Like
Look
this?
straight. Look straight.
Oh,
Look
look straight.
straight.
Okay.
Selfie.
Okay, right.
Okay, got it. Anyway, so the upcoming stuff that Darkside's doing, different games, different servers, things like that. I'm probably not down to like buy new stuff, but a lot of us already have Conan, and I've never played it. I don't think it looks interesting. I'm not down to be Sandy, but I wasn't down for Atlas either. Like when I started, I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know where to put anything. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And literally, like, I wandered around the island. I had no idea what to do. And then this chick from Salty Winch walked up and I joined some pirates. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. And then I spent like a month just trying to figure out the game through RP. Like, so I'm down to try that. Sounds like you're down to like bring people along with you because you like Conan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that the splitting into games, like different games, is going to limit the RP opportunities in all of those games? And do you think when we come back, people will be willing to come back?
So I don't think I understand exactly what you mean. Do you mean like Darkside splitting their servers into 3 different games is going to, or are you talking about us individually? Like,
well,
if we role play in 3
Darkside.
different games.
Yeah, no,
okay,
just
Darkside.
Darkside.
Right.
Yeah, because right now it's only Atlas. That's all you can play if you want to be on Darkside. So if I want to hang out with all these people that I see in Discord, I go to Atlas.
Yeah, okay.
But you know, apparently Hidalgo, shout out, likes Conan, so he might be in Conan, and all these random people who like the DLC or whatever are going to be in Arc.
Yeah,
I can't play with them both at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think I can. I have the ability, emotional baggage, and everything to handle 2 RP servers or characters simultaneously. I just can't. It has to be one, right? So I can just, focus on it. So yeah, I see what you mean now. And yeah, I guess so. But if they're splitting their servers into 3 games, I mean, that just means that there's plenty of people for all 3, right? They feel like their player base is big enough so that they can accommodate all 3 games. So that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
That you can meet different people in all these different games. Sure, you might not, run into Hidalgo or me or whoever else on Atlas.
Yeah.
So if you're playing Atlas, you're not going to see these people, but you're going to meet different people, right? I mean, I'm here, but I wasn't always here, right? So it's always cool to meet new people on different games and different servers.
True.
That's my train of thought, and this matter, I think. Yeah.
So you don't think it will matter at all, like if they want to come back? Let's say, well, I guess it doesn't matter anyway because anyone can play any game at any time. You could just leave, go play somewhere else.
Have it, yeah,
and then come back. So that's true. That was not on the list. That was just something I thought of while you were talking.
We're already going off the rails.
So, you took a big break before you started, and then you took a big break while you were playing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I could say that.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, because you played pretty hardcore in the season before that. So what do you think led to this break? And do you think it will continue?
Right. So your voice cut there because my
sorry.
internet is great. Can you just repeat the last part?
Do you think it will continue?
Okay, maybe a bit earlier. What will continue?
So you took a big break.
Yep.
What led to the break, and do you think those things will continue?
Yeah, okay. So the first break I think I mentioned earlier, but I'll mention it again, was because I was just approaching my med school entrance exams. Didn't go well. So I did that in order to maybe try and concentrate a bit better on the studying shit. Ended up just procrastinating in other ways or whatever. So the second break I think was more of a just burned out of an Atlas, I just didn't like the thought of having to sail for maybe an hour and a half, especially with my ship.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. That was my own fault, that one. Yeah. But I didn't like the just the thought of having to sail places for such a long time before, getting some RP, right? And besides, it's just the whole game got kind of stale for me, right? it happens. It happens like with every game, be it like a single player game, MMO, whatever you name it, right? So I got a bit burned out on that. Uh, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Also, the fact that I wasn't on my own, I think maybe caused it a little bit. Because when I'm on my own, I just think, okay, I'm gonna log in. I'm just gonna fuck around for a bit and just log out, right?
Yeah.
But when we're on a company, when you have a group and stuff, we always think like, okay, maybe we got to do something together. I don't know. It adds a bit more pressure, and I think that might have done a little bit too. But it was mostly because I was just burned out on Atlas since I played other games while I waited.
Hmm.
Also, I played Atlas while I waited too on another server, so it's like I never really stopped playing Atlas during the downtime. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So the way I do these is that there are the questions that are the same all the time, because it's a lot easier for me to ask the same questions to every person. And then I have
Yeah.
like a couple that are like specific. So
Yep.
what a great segue into something I already had planned. Um, you've apologized to us personally, and you've apologized, I think, here for coming up with this idea, being with us, and then like leaving.
Yeah.
Do you think people have an obligation to their company, to the people that they've been like, you know what, let's hang out for a while? And do you think we meted you back in too
No,
hard?
no, definitely.
Okay.
No, definitely not. So I do believe there's some sort of looming obligation to log in and interact with your fellow company members, especially if you are a quote unquote leader or like vice leader or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like an important figure in the company, right? I do feel there is a certain obligation there, but I mean, it's obviously not real. It's not there. It just feels like you have some sort of obligation to the people you organize the things, and then you're like, okay, well, uh, I'm here. I'm supposed to be a leader. I'm supposed to, be like making things so we can enjoy it. So you can enjoy the game together, right? So yeah, I feel like there's some sort of obligation, at least for me. I'm not saying it's supposed to have an obligation or a feeling of obligation to log in and play the game, because that's stupid. I mean, you can just not want to play the game and not play it. But yeah, it feels bad when you don't,
Yeah.
At least for me, a little bit.
Oh,
So
God. Sorry.
no, yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, I apologize for not logging in, even though if knowing that I didn't have to, right?
Yeah. You definitely don't have to log in ever.
Yeah.
Especially because we can chat like outside of the game. Like
For sure. Yeah.
it's not like the old days where, or I don't even know if it was in the old days because I didn't really do this stuff in the old days, but like it seems to me like in the old days you only communicated through whatever game you're playing, and there were no other opportunities to chat or anything like that. Like you log into WoW, you know the people in your guild, you never talk anywhere else except for like TeamSpeak. So I think
Yeah.
it's definitely different now. I felt the same way when I became the leader, even though I was setting it up the whole time, right? But once it became like I never
Official-ish?
expected Scove to be like, you should be the leader. And I was like, what? And so when I became the leader, I couldn't do what you wanted to do. I couldn't do the smuggling and stuff like that. That's not my focus or
Yeah,
anything
that's
like that.
that's fine. Yeah. You
Right,
played your
right.
character.
So I had to figure out how to make it work, and I felt like I needed to allow people ways to play in this thing that I had created that like I wasn't even online, right? So we went to meetings, we created jobs, we created the charity, and I did all this stuff so that people could play in the company and in the club even if I wasn't there. That way I didn't have to like necessarily be on all the time, go on all the jobs, do all that stuff, right? They just had whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Um by the way, Whimsic, that was his fine that you waived because I came and donated all that stuff, and you were like, you know what, we're not going to think about this citation anymore. So for the record, I don't know any of that money, nor does he. It's paid. Nailed it. Let's see here. Let's see. I got to go back to the general questions. Ooh, I don't know where to go next. I guess the mods. I wanna talk about and ask about the mods.
Yeah.
Your internet sucks. Sorry.
It does. I hate it. I am trying to hide my frustration, but while I'm smiling, I'm crying inside.
Do you think? Do you think the mods? What do you think of the mods? Do you think they like impacted your gameplay enough to make it like detrimental to have the mods? Now that we've had them for months and months, even though you didn't play a lot with them, what do you think of them?
Right. I didn't exactly have much time with the mods. There's a bunch of shit that I have no idea what they are gameplay wise. But I really like some aspects of the mods, and I have no idea how it works like on other ways, right? So I like that the flotsams give you shit now, so that's pretty good. I love that. I love the random things that you can get in flotsams. What else there is for mods? See, I didn't play enough to know.
Yeah, there's a huge range of food that was created. All of the
food,
new...
just sheer variety of food is super good, but I still gravitated towards fish and chips and pork pies because it's just what I knew and what I was comfortable with. I didn't play enough to find another combo for myself or to just know how to eat different types of food and be, as effective as fish and chips and pork pies. I just gravitated towards that because that's what I knew worked. But yeah, anyway, the food things are great, are awesome. I love it. Super cool.
Brackus said the weightless ship parts, which I mean, your ship still weighed a lot anyway. So, but the thing is, I forgot to take a picture, but the old ship parts were unpaintable. They were only dyeable. So everything we played in the Splatoon Fest or Splatfest, those were all brand new ship parts. That's why they looked so colorful.
Oh, cool.
If we hadn't used those pieces, if we had still used old pieces, you would not have been able to tell purple from black, from brown, from any of those colors because they're all the same basic dye color.
I see.
Similar. So that's really cool.
That's cool.
That's something.
That's a great use for the change the mod brought. That's really cool. That's super cool.
I also like I mean, I feel like my preference is going to change back and forth the longer I do these interviews. Because right now I'm like, yeah, I guess I like the mod where you get books and stuff. But at the same time, like, I hate that you can't start out as a ship builder. Like, you have to go through the whole process.
I believe the books are controversial for sure.
The books are definitely controversial.
I have my doubts about the book system as well. I even played a little bit with it, like when I created my temporary character before I actually created Osa's. The Sugar Snap. I made him illiterate just to be the most stupid person that can't do shit because he can't read. And fun thing, most people couldn't back then. So I mean, why just face things that you can do normally without being able to read on books? It felt weird to me that you had to go hunting for books to do things that maybe your backstory would already, make you be able to do so. While that's a cool thing to do when people are not, I guess, not aware, or they just didn't think about doing their character or their allocating their points properly according to their backstory or character, it kind of hindered the ones that wanted to start with a certain backstory, or like,
Yeah.
okay, I've been a ship. What if I create a character that's like 75 years old, has been a shipwright his entire time, but can't build a fucking galleon because he forgot about it,
Yeah.
amnesia. I don't know, and now he has to hunt for a book.
Yeah.
It feels weird. I didn't quite like that aspect.
I felt the same way, but when I really got down to it, like, what we did was we had a whole week where Zvi and I actually gathered. We did gather at some point, okay? We gathered and we built the bar. Well, it's because that first week they talk about like prepping and getting ready and like all that stuff. If I thought about it like that, then I would also have prepped my character to do the backstory once that week of prep was over. The only problem is if you have a new character, a new story, whatever, you're not ready to do that. But if you have the week of prep, if you start right at the beginning, it is plausible and it can happen. They've already said they're going to rework the books and stuff. I think that if I were making it and had the ability to make it in the game, which they probably don't, I think it would be cool if you chose a profession just like you choose in like WoW and stuff.
Yeah.
But that the books still existed, because there should totally be a way to like learn through the game. Like in the season before this, Croc taught Boxster how to use guns, but there was no framework.
Okay.
There was no way to actually do it. We just made it up and he stood out there and he showed me or whatever, but he could have like had the book system all laid out and he could have gone through all the processes of the books and like picking skills and stuff as well as shooting. And so we could have done it, but I don't know. You're right. They're very controversial.
I understand. Yeah, they are. I understand where you're coming from, but I feel like it's still make pretend at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
You're RPing on top of game mechanics. The difference is that before you could learn it whenever you wanted, whenever you felt your character learned enough so he could actually have the gameplay skill. And the other one is like, okay, I am forced to RP not knowing this until I get the book. Then I can RP it or not, depending on my backstory, which feels a bit more restrictive. I'll go with an example. Conan again, right? So I played this bard character on Solutions Conan server. What I did so that my character would be the wimp he is supposed to be in character, I didn't put a single attribute point at the start of the game.
Yeah.
We start at like level 60 or something with 300 attribute points or whatever.
Jeez.
I didn't put a single point into anything. I was the literal wimp. People would one-shot me. So as the bard went along and started learning things from others and started, being forced to fight by the general that the faction he joined, so basically he was forced to train, forced to fight, forced to get stronger. I would slowly allocate points into his stats up until the point I felt like, okay, this is good enough. I am max level. I have all these points to allocate. I'm just going to do some trainings in character. Also, I'm going to do fight things because it felt right in character at the time. So I would slowly allocate those points until I was fully trained. So that was like that was so cool to do, the character progression in game and in character, like both at the same time, that I think that the book system kind of hinders that experience that I had on Conan.
I agree. I think that that's really cool, and the way you can do that stuff is awesome. But a lot of us, for example, me, no longer have that kind of time, and many of us don't even work that way. Like, we just want to do whatever in the game and also RP because we only have this amount of time and this amount of like imagination. And so the best idea we can come up with is whatever we're going to do. So I think there should be a balance between what you're doing and how we play again. And
yeah, for sure.
the opposite side of the spectrum. It should be somewhere in the middle. So I think that you're right that the books hinder that, but maybe your side is too far too, and there's something in the middle that we need to get at. And
yeah, for sure, for sure.
We agree. We pretty much agree on everything all the time. I mean,
yeah, we're great.
Yeah, we're great. We did it. Yeah, it's in the interview.
Woo, water time.
Definitely everyone else drink water. You don't have to drink it like that, though.
Right.
I was and still am planning to play a no-skill child. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. Like, I don't want to gather
is that about
anything.
not having time?
If I'm gonna stream for 4 hours when I get home from work, I don't want any of that time to be dink 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 dink. I hate that. So
yeah,
whatever. And like, I turn those sounds down, all sorts of junk to try and get away from it. But I mean, I didn't have to do any work this time, so it was fine. Yeah, cool. At the end of the question, we're like, we agree. Next question.
Yes, indeed.
So there are always characters you run across, whether it's on Darkside or somewhere else, that you don't like. Whether you like the person or not, it doesn't matter. There are some characters, well, at least I don't like. Maybe you're a broader person than me, but more accepting. I just wanted to ask, like, how do you handle like characters you don't like, because your person likes specific things and reacts in a specific way, but as CG14 told me, shout out to CG14, you don't want to hinder someone else's RP, right? You want to play your character and also not hinder their character. So what are some strategies you use to play with characters your character or you don't like?
So that's a great question. So I think I have an example of sorts of that happening, but usually I haven't had that sort of problem to this, this big to this big of an extent, right? Yet. So what happened is, on Conan, I was playing this bard character. Of course, I said that a million times already. But since he's a wimp, he was sort of a pacifist. He was like, hey, why do we need to be fighting? Can't we just get along? But that didn't go well, of course, because, it's a PvP RP server. I knew that out of character, but that just meant that his attempts of achieving peace between the two factions and all the people living there was like contradictory to everything every character wanted. So it was kind of, in some cases, my character disliked some other character because they were like basically warmongers, right?
Yeah, just like the Navy.
Just like the Navy. So they were warmongers. They didn't want peace. They didn't want anything. And my character just kept trying, to the point that I myself, Gobtube, got frustrated because I was trying to achieve something that I, out of character, knew wasn't achievable. But my character was so adamant on trying to achieve peace that it kind of seeped into my out of character person, Gobtube.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So how did I deal with it? I just kind of played along, I guess. I kept saying, hey, I argumented in character. I was like, hey, we don't need to be fighting. I'm sure there's some sort of compromise here and blah, blah, blah. So I kept RPing this peace thing, and some mercenary guys, some other bloodthirsty orcs or something were like, you make no sense. Me need to fight. And I was like, shit. Well, I guess I'll keep trying, but eventually it kind of subsided, I guess. They knew, oh, hey, there's the peace-loving bard, and I'm like, hey, there's the warmongering douchebag, and we just kind of got along at the end.
Okay.
So that was kind of fun in itself. So I guess my advice, it's not really an advice, it's what happened to me, but if that happens to you, something similar, and your character doesn't really like or doesn't agree with another character, just kind of play along. Just endure your frustration for long enough so that you get used to it and it becomes a part of your character and it changes their character as well. Character development. There you go. People always love character development, right?
Okay.
And that's a great way to achieve that is conflict.
Okay.
So, yeah, maybe just play along with that.
So
I gotta open the door for my cat. One moment.
Yeah. I think he said a couple things here. First off, his advice is stay in your lane. What's up, cat? Wow. Okay, that cat was like, I don't want to be here. I don't think you have to endure your frustrations at all. Unless,
really?
Unless that is your character, because like
oh yeah, of course, play your character. Yeah, that's the first thing.
Yeah, play your character. Yeah. But like, let's say hypothetically, you are playing in a place and someone named Josiah or Jeremiah Blue Wave continually shows up and is like wrecking up the place and like doing strange junk, right?
Okay.
He doesn't have to, like, he's playing his character, you're playing your character, but you don't have to just include him or whatever. Like, we told that guy, like, we tried to include him, and when that didn't work, we were like, dude, you sound terrible. No one, you're not speaking. Like, this is really weird. We tried to help him outside of the game, but I think it's perfectly fine to express yourself and say, like, I don't agree with you. Yeah, the mute guy with the bull, yeah. I don't agree with you.
Oh, shit, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something we all know. Like, there was nothing wrong with him, but his character, like, we could not reconcile what we were doing and what he was doing, so we just eventually told him, and we were like, dude, we can't hang with this. And I have no idea where he went, because I can't remember, nor does it matter, because I think we were mean a little bit, but the point is,
poor guy.
Like, there's a lot of people who are like, these pirates keep coming over and over and over, and they're really mean, and they take everything from us over and over and over. Like,
okay,
you can tell them, like, hey, I don't like that. Hey, I don't want whatever.
First week.
But, like, I think you can just leave. Like, it's acceptable to tell them you don't like that, and then to remove yourself from the situation, you know?
For sure. Yeah,
you want to include everyone, but still.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and maybe add like an addendum to my statement then.
Okay.
If you really out of character, don't want this RP, don't want them doing the things the way they are, it's completely fine to approach them out of character and be open about it. Just tell them. But don't be mean. Just express yourself in a way that you explain what is happening and why you're feeling the way you're feeling to the other person and hope they understand.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's basically avoid conflict, out of character conflict as like the plague. Yeah. That's the most stupid thing, I think. It's any out of character conflict. It doesn't belong anywhere. It's stupid. Just either play it with it, just go along with it in character, or communicate out of character, like, politely, right?
Yeah. Meta, no meta. Yeah. Again, I agree. How do we balance realism and like fun and junk, like in RP? Because you want it to be like real, and you want to like have the stress and the strain of the world, but you also want to have fun because this is a freaking game, you know? So
yeah.
How do we balance that? How do you do it?
That is a fun and real question. So I'm gonna say that I don't think you, most of the times I don't think you have much control of that. It's more of you create a character, you start interacting with people and you go with the flow. Sometimes you're going to have a whole lot of drama. Sometimes you're going to have a whole lot of silliness. Sometimes you're going to have both. It really depends on where you are and who you're RPing with, I think. And it falls onto you to kind of, move and kind of find the people that you're most comfortable with, I think. So I personally like both. I like the drama RP because I experienced a lot of that during my time with the Bard on Conan.
Yeah.
Holy shit. The sheer amount of drama. It actually seeped a little bit out of character to me. I got anxiety from things. So that's crazy. But I also love the silly RP, right? Just the Osas as a shaman.
Introducing yourself over and over again. Yeah.
It's but you can call me Osas. Over and over. I should make a compilation. But anyway, yeah, that silly RP I enjoyed a lot too. So I guess I'm sort of a flexible kind of guy when it comes to RP styles. But if you're more inclined to silly RP, or if you're more inclined to drama RP, you should totally find your people and enjoy your time, right?
Yeah. I don't think I've had a lot of drama RP personally, but that's probably because I'm doing voices and stuff. And it's probably a lot easier to show how you feel through your voice if it's your voice.
Definitely. I will agree 1,000% in that one. If you're not doing voices, you can act so much more with your voice. You can show frustration, you can show happiness and subtle things that you couldn't do when you do a voice, because Osas is just this. He can't sound any more frustrated than this or any happier than this. It's just Osas.
I heard Osas be frustrated a couple times, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Personally, but you have to spend a lot more time to pick up the nuance in a voice versus someone's real voice. I'm gonna keep doing voices. I want to do drama and stuff. I think that's fun, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep doing a voice. I've seen people do voices and drama, and I think that once it happens, it's legit, and you're like, holy snap, this person's going so hard. So I'm just gonna keep going until I hit that, and then yeah.
Every single question just ends with
yeah, man. Agree. Yeah.
Agree. Yeah.
Strategies, yes. Okay, so we log in, right, and we're playing and we're doing this thing that we're doing, RP, right? When people care about you, and when they're logging in to play with you and to talk to you, they're coming to visit you. You can tell that people are considering you and you as a human and as a character at the same time. So what are some things people do that you feel they're showing their appreciation to you? And what do you like to see and hear basically when you log in?
I'll say that it's a very warm feeling when you feel that people care about you, be it in game or out of character, in character, whatever. It's really nice when people, like you said, are logging in. They are looking for you to RP with you because they think it's fun. It's a great time. I think people do it a lot. But I feel like some people have this sort of stigma to complimenting out of character, right? And DMing people.
Yeah.
there's this big, some people just feel like they shouldn't. They're gonna be a bother, whatever they think. I feel like if you are going to DM someone, complimenting them on their RP, complimenting them on anything really, you should do it for sure, definitely. It feels great for the person on the receiving end, and it feels great when you do it too. Just go and DM your friendly neighborhood on Atlas. They're gonna love it.
Yeah.
I loved when I played any character really, Osa's, wherever it may be. Also played the Bard, and I posted those clips, those funny clips of me introducing myself, or maybe some songs I played while I was playing the Bard. You know, it's and then just people just saying, "Hey, this is really good. I really enjoy what you're doing." It's just fun. You know, I just really enjoy that.
Yeah.
So just be more open out of character, I guess, and compliment more out of character. If you feel like someone's RP is good, go say it. Really, 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 really warms my heart.
Yeah. I like to make clips of people and send them to them. Like, hey, this was funny, or hey, you made a good point. And then good. Just like one clip, it doesn't have to be like super long or awkward or anything. Just like, that was so funny. And then
shows you care, right?
What's interesting though, if you do that stuff, you might get into conversations where you find out that the people you're talking to played other characters in the past that you know and recognize, but you didn't know that they were the same person.
Yeah, that could happen. That's cool.
Yeah. Or that you never met, but you went to a lot of the same places. So yeah, plus you keep memorable times. That's true. I mean, that's what we're here to do, make clips and meme, right? I mean,
basically it's the same philosophy, I guess, with me and Hearts again.
Yeah.
We basically stream so we can save the best moments for later when we want to just, you know, remember the fun moments or send it to people.
Yeah. Not necessarily the best moments we had, but the best moments that we were witnesses to. Because it doesn't have to be us, you know, like,
for sure.
If two people are arguing and they say something really funny together and we're not involved, that's clip worthy in its own, and they should be all over that junk. So that's what we're here for.
Or if you're at an event, like I saw some clips of the circus, man, that shit was fucking dope. That shit was really good.
Yeah.
Our ladies' night, it's amazing every time. Yeah. So if you're there, just you know, highlight it. Just make a clip of it. It's always a memorable moment. Oof,
yeah.
Words.
I didn't go to the circus either. Dang.
Oh well. Or the zoo. The zoo was pretty fun too. I saw some clips of that.
We went a couple times to the zoo, but no one was there. But we were doing shady junk anyway, so it's fine. What? Well, okay, so this question doesn't really apply to you, but
let's hear it.
What are you most proud of this season when it comes to your performance? You mostly just woke up and went, man, I'm having some headaches. I don't know what's going on right now. So yeah, I guess it's when that was me. When you were oh balls, what's his name? Sugar Snap. You probably logged in more and played more as Sugar Snap, I think.
Not really. No? He got permit really fast.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did, but he was still famous. Like, people were still talking about him and stuff, so that's good.
Yeah, no way. Really? It was such a throwaway character, man.
So, after you died, we went there and we sold them a strawberry cow and junk, and they had some chair set up next to a wall for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember why. And they kept telling us, like, what your favorite foods were and, like, what you preferred and where you sat.
Let me guess. Was it chocolate fudge?
Something like that. I don't know. I was just trying to get free food. I have no idea.
Oh, that's good. But okay, like, I can explain a bit behind that.
People talked about you, even though you weren't there, because, you know, it was funny and they were having fun, you know, so.
Yeah. So the thing with Sugar Snap, I guess it's not really answering the question, but thing with Sugar Snap is where do I begin? He so he always was this sort of mechanical robot kind of character, almost like an android, right? Mm-hmm. I did like a voice change thing. I was going to show the voice, but my monitor is turned off.
No, it's cool. Yeah. It's cool.
So I did some voice changer, some light voice changer to make him sound robotics, sort of like Claptrap from Borderlands, right?
Okay, yeah.
And he always spoke like this. Fantastic.
Okay.
So enthusiastic about everything. Um, so that was his tone, and he always did everything people told him to.
Hmm.
And he had his resting spot. So there was this bench next to a wall, and I didn't know how the benches worked. So I tried sitting on it at one time, and I sit it at facing the wrong way, facing the wall. So I just thought that was funny. It just stood there, and actually just stood there until someone walked by and be like, "Hey, Sugar Snap, are you all right?" Sugar Snap is fine. He's just enjoying the view, and it's just a wall in front of him.
That's awesome.
So I just kept doing that, like every time I would AFK for a little bit, I would sit in the same spot, just facing the wall every
Nice.
time. So that's why that spot was like in loving memory of Sugar Snap, right?
Oh, good. That's good.
So that's where that came from, and the favorite food being chocolate fudge is basically just poop.
Perfect.
Gog just said just told Sugar Snap, his character Hank, right?
Yeah.
Hank Havoc. He told his character, "Hey, I wanted to scrub the entire ocean with this chocolate fudge," or something like that, and just gave him a bunch of animal shit.
Yeah.
And the Sugar Snap was like, "Fantastic! I will be right over." So it was just a fun character all around, man.
Nice.
It's just like about.
That's cool.
So back to the question.
Well, I mean,
it's not.
That's
it's not related to.
pretty, I mean, I would be proud of that personally, but go on.
Yeah, I am proud of Sugar Snap. He was a really fun character. I really enjoyed him. But I think the thing I'm most proud of is not even something I participated a lot in, which is just having the club idea and just handing it over to you guys.
Yeah.
Because you guys did a lot more than I could even imagine doing with the club, the whole club thing, and than I could ever imagine to do. So when you took over and you started recruiting and doing your jobs and scams and thing, I was like looking at your stream, at your clips, and being like, man, I'm proud of this guy. He took the club and he made it great. It's
That's
a
cool.
silly idea I had and didn't even participate in, but he took it and he just made it great. So that was pretty cool. So that's the thing I'm the most proud of, is just coming up with the idea, because yeah, that was pretty cool what you did with it.
That's cool. This image that's next to your face, that you probably can't see, is one of the test images you made.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. So he
I'm looking right at it.
He went right into single player, and he made all these ideas for ships, and I was like, I don't know how it would work, and so even when he wasn't playing, he was making the flags and stuff that we flew, just popping in and making templates and stuff. So
yeah,
all of that junk was good. We were originally supposed to do revving engines and stuff, which I thought was really stupid, and then we were doing it, and I was like, man, this is really funny, but the problem was, and why I stopped doing it, is that voice is so messed up that I couldn't predict who could hear it, and I couldn't predict for how long they could hear it. So
yeah.
If voice had been more substantial and more crisp and clean, then we probably would have kept doing it, because it was really funny to hear people roll out and roll in of the port, and you were like, oh snap, Zvi's back, or Osis is back, or whoever's back, because you could hear them, or they're leaving, and that was really funny. But we couldn't predict, or I couldn't predict, if someone was having a conversation on a cliff, if they could hear us or not, and they shouldn't hear us because we're yelling, and that would be so disruptive to freaking RP. So yeah,
for sure,
it's a good idea, and I think we could do it again and do it just the same way and have a completely different experience.
Yeah. I didn't actually think about, just messing up someone's RP with the obnoxious revving, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the thing that could happen. And I thought I thought it would be like a really funny thing to do because I had this voice changer thing, right, that imitates an engine.
Yeah.
So I did that kind of like a race car engine, super loud, super high pitched.
Yeah.
I called it like a high temperature heart.
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny too. So that was great.
Yeah. The idea was solid. The game kind of limited us, and I was worried
Yeah,
the whole
fuck
time.
Vivok.
Yeah. I it would have really sucked to have some sort of random like report about us just like yelling through the ocean. You know, it would have been real stupid, and we probably wouldn't have gotten messed up for it, but it still would have been like someone didn't like it kind of thing, and I didn't want to.
Yeah, I would feel bad for sure.
Like, for example, if Lady Nari was doing something where it was like, because she's pretty quiet and she's pretty chill, and she's like having a discussion with someone about, I don't know, trade or whatever, and we're trying to find freaking parking in their port, and we're just like the whole time because we would have done that junk all together. It would have been funny, but it would have just been us yelling for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it would be obnoxious for sure. Yeah. So what I did mainly, I would rev like for a solid 10 seconds and then just stop.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, I'm here. Hi, my ship has engine. That's like an engine thing on it.
Yeah.
That's cool. And that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah. Even I thought it would be cool for like 3 of us to roll up on a brig and just be like all around the brig. But I discovered that they couldn't hear us until we were like right on them, even yelling.
Really? That sucks.
Yeah.
That
so
sucks.
it wasn't working. And I was like, oh, well, I would rather, instead of them hear a bunch of garbled, like, hear me trying to say, what's up happen? Like try and yell and stuff. So yeah, that's, I don't know. I don't know how we got here from there, but whatever.
Proud moments.
Yeah. Proud moments. That's it. Yeah. What? How do you think Darkside has changed in the time you've been here?
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got stuff to say about that.
Oh, nice. Sweet. I'm hitting a good one.
Well, I'm scared because it's not all good. I feel like it's mainly the huge influx of players because of the mods.
Yeah.
For me, I felt like it hindered its personality. Shit, I don't know. It's weird. So it's like the sheer amount of people that were just looking to play the game with cool mods and RP second, or not RP at all, right? The first few weeks of Darkside launch, I wasn't playing, but I was like taking a close look at the Discord, and it was just question after question after gameplay question after gameplay question. Nobody was actually having a conversation at the time, and I felt like that was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I know you kind of want this gameplay problem solved, but general chat is just gameplay questions. It's all it was for a long time. So I was a bit bummed about that. But I think that was pretty much it. It's just the community got a huge influx of people that weren't really looking to RP.
Yeah.
I am glad that some of them kind of opened up to the idea and are learning RP. I mean, nobody actually knows everything when they first join like a server or whatever, right? And it's good that the community is growing, but I feel like the floodgates were just way too wide, and just a lot of people that really they weren't looking to actually RP joined, and maybe they left by now. Who knows? or maybe they just enjoy the idea of RPing, which is the best case scenario, I think. But yeah, I also feel like when they did their website and their whitelist, not whitelist, their application was way too simple. You didn't have to show that you read the rules too much. You just had to check mark a box or whatever, right? At least try and make so that people will learn a little bit of the rules
Like a
when
quiz?
they join. I don't know. Like those general questions, like just explain metagaming with your words, explain power gaming with your words. Even if they don't care about that shit, they're gonna have to go to the rules and read it just so they have to answer that, you know? So that's already better than just ticking the box. Yes, I have read the rules, because let's be honest, most people don't.
Yeah.
I was myself included when I joined. But anyway, that's yeah.
I disagree.
Okay, that's good.
What?
Finally.
But
what?
I'm gonna say this. This might. Okay, so I'm gonna say this in a way to say like my opinion has not changed at all. Okay, but
Okay.
at one point I walked up on some dude. It might have been on a stream, and he was like making a shipyard. Oh yeah, it was on a stream. Because I'm pretty sure Flutter was there, and in the stream, and like I walked up on some dude, and I was like, "What's going on?" You know, I was gonna scam some dude in a Freeport, right? And he was clearly just trying to play the game, and it was like so obvious when I was talking to him, and that's the first time I've ever thought, oh, this is why whitelist exists. But
okay.
I personally am still against whitelist.
All right.
That's my personal preference. I'm not against the server. If the server wants to have whitelist, go for it. That's cool with me. I don't mind. I've been whitelisted before, and now I'm not, and I wasn't before. You know, so it doesn't matter to me one way or another. I'm gonna continue to play and like play with people and stuff. But it was the first time I was like, oh, this is why people want whitelist. This is why it exists. This is not what people are looking for. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. But yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
I think though that I had never played RP before. Well, I mean, I play RP, but like not as hardcore as this. Not like 1,000 hours like this, right?
Oh, yeah.
So when I came, I didn't know anything like that was super hardcore. I just knew basic stuff, right? I think that opening your doors so wide that people who come in who just know basic stuff, you expose so many more people to this thing that we're doing. The same way that like huge streamers, when they switch into RP from like shooting games or whatever, they lose a ton of people viewing, but they also bring a ton of people into the space. So I think it's good to bring those people, and then anyone who wants to stay can stay, right? So I think we gained a lot of people just by having it so open and so easy, plus the Atlas sale of $5, even though I don't like Atlas, yada yada yada. I think it's good overall. Just awkward sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. I'm gonna go ahead and do the because you make a lot of sense. So I guess in the end, yeah, we're gonna finish agreeing with each other.
Shoot.
That's that. You make a good point. You make a good point. Yeah.
Maybe it's not that we agree. Maybe it's that we convince each other each time.
Well, true. And then I guess in the end we agree.
True. We convince each other along the way, and then we agree at the end. Yeah.
But you make a fair point. Yeah, when you open the floodgates so wide, who's just passing through, just want to play the game and then leave? They're just gonna do that. They're just gonna do that. Just gonna hang around a little bit, do their thing, and they're just gonna leave. But there's gonna be a lot of people there not gonna do that. So you make sense. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with you now.
Oh gosh.
Good.
Brackus is trying to. What if it's Brackus?
Wow. Thanks, Flutter.
He did. Yeah, this is Sugar Snap. You don't know Sugar Snap?
Yeah,
Dang.
Sugar Snap. Famous
Played
Sugar Snap.
like 6 months on this season. You don't know? Um, I'll give you a hypothetical, I guess. You're out gathering.
Alright.
Someone comes up to you and says hi. Would you A, say hi and continue gathering? B, tell them you're busy. C, stop gathering, strike up a conversation. D, run off. First off, let me answer this question before him. We're not gathering. We don't do that. But continue on with the question.
Okay. I feel like there's a lack of option E.
Yeah. What would you do, I guess?
Obviously, I would RDM and then complain on general chat. 'Cause, I mean, what? That was a stupid question, my man.
Duh, kill them and take their junk.
Duh.
Stupid. Okay.
Now, seriously, of course I would stop and RP. I'm gathering to RP. I'm not gathering for anything else, right?
Yeah.
If I'm doing gathering, I'm gathering so that I can get to a point where I can RP. If a person approaches me and I'm gathering, it's like, okay, well, free RP. I don't even need to gather for this one.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
That's how I see it.
I think I agree, obviously, because we agree on everything, but it also depends on the character. I don't think that all characters need to stop gathering. There are some people, specifically the Knights of the Rifle, who loved gathering as characters, and they valued the resources not for any reason, not to build junk. I mean, they did build tons of stuff and they made tons of stuff, but they literally just wanted to hit the pick over and over and over.
Cathartic, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever it was, but those were their characters. And so, like, if someone walked up to them, they never stopped. Like, I would walk up to them and start talking. They never stopped.
But they RP'd.
They RP'd the whole time. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so basically, you can gather fine. I mean, you don't need to stop gathering if you don't want to, but I mean, you should exchange RP, right?
Yeah.
And I say exchange RP because it's an exchange. You're never RPing alone unless you are streaming or just a bit weird. Or, you know, nobody RPs alone, right? You don't monologue and then just run off.
There are instances, specifically, I don't know what I should refer to her as. Luna or Sweet Lou, as I call her in my brain, because I think that's funny. Or Louise, or whatever her name is. Janie Lou Plays is her Twitch name.
Twitch.
Yeah. I've said this before in a ton of these things, and all the time. She would hum, she would sing, she would say little things to herself while she was doing stuff, because it was like, you never knew who was there, and I was there a lot of the times, and I would walk up and I would be like, that's so freaking cool. I want to do junk like that. So
for sure,
there are definitely people out there. Pony RP'd with himself as a second character for a while. I've only seen a couple clips, but there are a lot of stories about that. I think that's really cool. Boxster, I tried to do it, so I talked to the mutes sometimes, but again, you're right, I was on stream. Like, I was on my boat by myself. I had nothing to do. I named all the ropes, right? So
when I say a bit weird, I really mean like really engrossed into the RP, so that you don't care if nobody's listening. You are playing your character, even if you are alone. So I think that's precious. I think that's amazing. I think that's super cool. But you need to be in that mindset. And I feel like that's really hard to achieve sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a funny thing, though. I was streaming, so whatever. But when I was playing Conan during the first few days, maybe 2 days, I think maybe the first day I played, the launch day from a Solution server, I was playing the Bard character, and he's very awkward. He got permit. He was very awkward. Super awkward every time. So he was running from these guys that he felt they wanted to kill him, so he was running from them, and he kind of stopped on a home. I knew out of character I couldn't actually just bust in because the game wouldn't allow me.
Yeah.
So I just kind of RP'd by myself there in front of the home, being like, "Oh shit, can I lockpick this? I don't have anything. Fuck." So I just kind of RP'd alone. Or so I thought, because after like a solid 45 seconds of me RPing by myself, talking by myself in front of this house, the door just opens and this girl just comes out and says, hello. And I was like, shit, I wasn't alone. So that was like super awkward, both in character and out of character. But that was great. That was so precious.
That's funny. Oh, man.
That was funny.
Definitely do stuff like that. Yeah.
Definitely do if you can, because it's
If
hard,
you can.
man.
If you can, you can get in and out at the same time and do that junk. That's legit. Always try to be legit.
Yeah, for sure.
The crow thing is a good point. We not only like spoke to crows, but like they became like targets and stuff. So we would kill crows where we hadn't before just to see if that was our crow. We would like stand next to each other and talk about crows in the distance and try to identify them as if they were or were not real players. If it was our crow, then they turned around and killed us because obviously they're much stronger than us and didn't die. But yeah, we also spoke to other animals and stuff, like, you know, during a conversation, people or animals walk up and junk. So yeah,
that's cool.
Making friends with animals, I support. Not cobras. I think you're a little odd there. Yeah, but that's funny. Like, I mean, it's RPing with the game and playing the game at the same time, but you're just not playing. Like, you're not. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely unique.
Yeah,
it's a unique experience. It's unlike RPing with others, and it's unlike just playing the game. It's something in itself. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Dang, we covered so much junk. Jeez. Let me just
here a while.
Scroll through my questions. Oh, yeah, this is one I asked you last time. What kind of characters do you like to hang out with? Not just like silly or drama, but like, you know, do you have an appeal of certain types of characters?
I believe you've asked me the last interview, right?
I did.
And
yeah,
I think my answer was
oh shoot.
Oh, what?
I was going to be like, let's compare it to the last interview and see if you have changed.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I answered last time that I didn't have a preference, right?
Oh, well, shoot. I have no idea. I didn't watch your last interview. So I was there. I don't remember what happened.
That's very rude. Anyway, I believe I said I don't have a preference. That could have been because I was sort of new to RP.
Mm-hmm.
But no, not really. I don't think I have a preference even after this whole time RPing. What was it, like almost a month now? Nah,
yeah.
It's like months, whatever. Yeah, I don't believe I have a preference per se. Unless I'm just not paying attention to it, because it's either it clicks or it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So I haven't seen a pattern yet. It has been both very serious characters and very silly characters, and I haven't seen any patterns. So yeah, I don't think I have a preference in that regard.
I have a preference personally.
Thank you so
Let's
much.
hear it.
It's pretty much anyone who's not in the Navy, because the Navy is terrible people. Sorry.
Damn it. Well, I guess we aren't going to be role playing a lot together next time.
No.
I think I'm going Navy.
I still have the badmouth the Navy thing enabled in my chat. So people can turn in the fake points or whatever, and I just hate on the Navy.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold
Shit, let me
on
do
one
that.
second. Hold on.
What? There's an insta perma here? Are you crazy? Oh, he's gone. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Gog?
I wasn't gone. I was yelling at my doggo.
Oh,
Also,
my phone. It's not very good.
okay. Well, I mean, I was gone. What? You know who else sucks?
Uh-huh.
No one else, because the Navy's the worst. Dang.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Look at their ships. They're all the same. They're
Not
heavy.
even schooners.
Not even
Pathetic.
schooners. Actually, there were a couple schooners at the Navy, and I always like parked next to them, and I was like, sick.
Sick. All right.
Thanks for redeeming all your points. That means none of you ever get to perma me. Perfect. Oh, I've figured out where I was going with that.
Mhm.
Actually, a lot of people have been saying that they want to go to the Navy and stuff. For whatever reason, I'm still trying to learn more. Oops, sorry. Learn more about that junk. Did it sound like that to you? The thunk?
I don't know. I don't know how it sounded. I have no idea. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, the Navy.
I want to try the Navy. I thought about going to the Navy this time. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I'll probably join you. A lot of us have talked about talked about it. But what I think is interesting is that so many of the people who say I'm going to the Navy are old timers, old players, stuff like that. Maybe it's just something you go through where you're not new, you don't have so many good ideas that you think this is what I need to do. This is crazy. It's more like I want to play, I want to talk. All the new players can come in and do like some cool thing, some cool pirate thing, some cool trader thing, whatever. Maybe we'll just all be old hats in the Navy together. I don't know. So
I feel like then you can still have a lot of creativity with your character even if you are in the Navy. But that's just a guess. I don't know how restrictive they are with characters, but I remember Roscoe. Happy birthday to Roscoe, by the way.
Oh, happy birthday, Roscoe.
Yeah, happy birthday.
I got that kake somewhere right around here. Hold on. You keep going.
Yeah. I feel like Roscoe played Cadet Overlord over there. I saw little bits of it on Firebane's stream, and I thought that was hey,
happy birthday, Roscoe. Oh, you can't even see it. Happy birthday, Roscoe.
So like that was fun. I know he wasn't in the Navy soon after, so maybe he got kicked out.
Yeah,
I don't know. But his whole thing there was pretty funny, I think. So there might be a lot of leeway in just how you want to make your character there.
Yeah.
But it also might be restrictive. I don't know. Since I don't know, I want to find out. So that's why I'm going Navy next season.
Yeah.
Also because I'm not gonna have a lot of time because I'm juggling with med school entrance and Conan and other things, right? So since I'm not gonna have a lot of time, just joining the Navy seems fine because I get to log in, have RP all the time if I want, just have fun and then log out.
Yeah,
just easy as that. No sailing time, no nothing. So I don't know. It feels like a good idea to do it right now since I foresee a lack of time in my playtime, right?
Okay. I look forward to Navy stuff or non-Navy stuff or whatever. I mean, it's whatever.
Okay. Flutter just said you can literally do anything in the Navy except child RP.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but
I guess we in, boys.
you can do anything character-wise in the Navy. Like Jeffrey, the former circus worker who went through a couple jobs, can be in the Navy, but Jeffrey can't run a circus in the Navy. So
Oh yeah, yeah, I see.
that's why I think that the new players will be like, oh man, I have this great idea, I'm gonna make whatever, and then we're not gonna expect it. They had plays, sure, they've done all
Oh yeah,
sorts
yeah,
of
yeah.
games and the escape room and stuff. But the escape room was done before last season, outside of the Navy. So a lot of these ideas are things that came from outside and are like going in so that the Navy has something to do when they could also be out fighting, but a lot of the Navy people are just logging in for 2 hours because they don't have a lot of time, stuff like that. The Murder Palace was the original escape room, I guess, but we all went in there like idiots, so was it really? Yeah. The wide range of people I've seen in the Navy is huge, so I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm excited. I don't know much about the Navy, and I think it should be fun. I've watched some Navy streams, of course, so I have a bit of an idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be super fun.
Gotcha. I don't watch Navy streams. I watch very little streams. I apologize. The streams I do watch are people who are right there right now. So, you know, and well, you obviously, but like people who come
didn't
here.
even watch my interview when you were the interviewer.
I was there. Actually, yours and Renegades are the only two that I went back and like I was like, okay, what do I need to change? What do I need to know? Whatever. And then at the end of it, I was like, forget it. I'm just gonna do whatever
That's
I already had, you know? Actually, this background is supposed to be much bigger, but 30 minutes before this started, I was trying to get it to fit and it would not fit. So it's bigger. Yep. There's like a floor and junk, and I was going to put like a mic stand in front of you, but none of that junk worked out. So, I mean, forget it.
You're going to put a mic stand in front of me? I can do that.
I thought it would be cool to have, you know, when you like look at interviews and stuff and they have all the like mics sitting up in front of people and there's like 16 different mics and stuff. I thought that would be funny to like put in front of whoever's pictures, but forget it. Do I have more questions? Let's see.
Do you?
Generosity, how do you find blah blah blah. Boxster, blah blah blah. Okay, I guess I have only one more that we haven't discussed. It's not like a question.
All right.
You.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not a question I super love. I was reading what Ewok said, and right before that it says a bunch of stuff about fapping, and then I was like, hold on, let me catch up on chat real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I was confused as well, so I didn't even acknowledge it.
Anyway.
So let them do their fapping, I guess.
Luckily, people can read along at any time because I put all the text on the screen, so you can learn about fapping at any time. Good
Wonderful.
job.
I'll definitely go back to it and learn more about fapping. Thanks.
Awesome. Looking out for you.
Great.
I discussed this with some people last time, and then I like ditched it, and then I keep coming back to the idea because I don't agree with what anyone says, but since we always agree, we're probably going to agree.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Do you think that what we're doing is this RP, not this interview, or fapping, is where does it fall on the spectrum of like scripted versus improv and acting versus just being ourselves?
That is a very interesting question.
Yeah.
And what's even more interesting is that you don't usually agree with the people's answers.
No, because I think I argued with Hutter. So there was someone who was like, yeah, so I've been in RP a long time. I'm super into RP. It's all improv. And I don't think it is like the like when you think about improv, it's like, oh yeah, it's the wacky things people come up with on stage or whatever, but it's not. After 15 minutes, like an improv is done and we're still going in our characters. Like we're just continuing to go continuously for like 6 hours at a time, and then we sail for 20 minutes and then we go again. That's not improv. That's something else. So I don't know what it is, but still trying to figure it out.
I see what you mean. I'm gonna answer the question, and I'll mention this thing along the way. I think so. I feel like being sort of new to this our voice RP thing. I played role playing games and board games and whatnot, like D&D, Pathfinder, what have you, right? Tex or P2. So like being new to the voice RP aspect of things within this virtual world that is the survival games, I feel like it's basically like an extended stage and we are actors, basically, right?
Mhm.
And when you say scripted, I don't think scripted is a good word for it, nor is improv. Although a good improv requires subtle cue you to get the other guy that's improving with you, you get his cues and act on them. So it's not like people are just randomly doing things together. They are like interacting with each other's random things, right? So it's good improv. It's when you catch on to the to what they're trying to do, and you make your twist on it and hope the other guy catches on, and basically it's a back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exactly an improv, but it's similar, I would assume, since there's no script and there's no like guidance for the most part. Of course, sometimes, and I've seen it happen, people planning stuff out of character because they think that would be super fun in character.
Mhm.
That's completely fine for me. So as long as both parties are gonna have fun and it's gonna generate some cool stories for everybody involved, then it's great in my book. But then it's not really improv, is it?
Right.
It's guided improv, I guess you could call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's definitely something else. I'll say that, but it's super fun and it's unique. It's something in its own category. It's not acting. It's not anything else. It's a bunch of things combined, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
So cool.
Shelter said it's agenda and pretending. I disagree with that. I think it's
Sorry, I was just reading
Yeah,
chat
no,
and
that's
Flutter.
cool.
Just
I think it's so much closer to real or whatever. Because when you do improv, you have your scenario, right? And you just act out your scenario with whatever comes into your brain or wherever you're supposed to go or whatever your agenda is, like Shelter said. But I think that we're talking about fisting the crow in chat while I'm trying to work
I
through
haven't
my
caught
brain.
up yet.
I'm like trying in my brain to figure out where I'm going, and we're like, yeah, fist the crow. Or don't fist the crow. Just kidding. Cancel the fisting of the crow. I think it's very close to reality because it's not just a scenario and then we play it, right? I think it's like there's a ton of rules, there's a ton of factions, there's a ton of whatever. So when you choose your character, you're like, all right, I'm this character, whatever. And then once you're in the game and once you're doing stuff, like everything you say is yeah, ban that guy. Is
Yeah.
I think it's real. Like I would call it real playing instead of role playing because your role is this is who I'm supposed to be, but at every single point you're doing whatever you think is right. Like not just for your role, but with your own brain and with the scenario around you and all that stuff. So it's like it's very real in that sense. So I don't think it's scripted, but I do think that all the rules we follow and all the scenarios that are already set up make it to where if I run into a pirate, I see the black sails, I'm expecting to be robbed. I'm either going to run, I'm going to fight, or I'm going to get robbed. And that's very scripted, like super scripted.
Yeah, you could say that, yeah.
I'm gonna or shot or just completely shot, yeah. What? I told you it had a big C on it, dude. Because I stole this set. I'm really sorry. I had a picture and everything already set up.
No, wait, Hearts. No, we copyrighted the interview. We own this shit. Okay.
Look, it didn't work. I needed a new picture, okay? So I just picked a new picture and I cut out a whole bunch of stuff out of it, right? So the only thing that still is just right here. That's the only thing. So my bad. I'm so sorry. I can't remember who made this image originally. I'll try and find it. Credit to those people. I didn't make that. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. Jeez. I even cut out the bottom so that the like little knife and gun would fit and junk. It's not Comedy Central. It's a copyright side. It's not Comedy Central. But I cut it out so that it would be awesome and stuff. And then when I put it into stupid OBS, it was too big. So I had to shrink it.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, going back to the question a little bit.
No, forget that
I like
question.
the term you used.
Forget that question.
No, I want to.
We're
forget.
gonna meme in
No,
chat
don't
and
forget
we're
the question.
done here.
No, we're not done. I just wanna point out that I like the term that you used, real playing.
Yeah.
When you say role playing, you're like playing a role, right? So you create a character and you're assigned a role and you play it. That's it. But in this case, I believe real playing is like a nicer term for it because you're playing a reality. You're not playing a role. You are literally immersing yourself in another reality.
Yeah.
And living through it like you would if you were actually there. So that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yo, coined here first, real playing, probably somewhere else. We can't even make a clip and copyright it because there's a big freaking copyrighted desk right below me. So we're gonna have to like slice it from here up, and that's the only image we can use. Dang it.
Just get the audio. We're fine.
Just get the audio. Perfect. All right. You heard it here first. Just get the audio. Speaking of audio,
Yeah.
do you think people need like the things that they would need to be whitelisted in order to play? The like good sounding mic, the headphones. Decent mic is a must. Okay, well, there we go. You heard it here first. Never mind. Flutter already answered.
I was going to say that. I mean, if you're gonna sound really bad, yeah, you need to sound decent, like good enough, you know.
All right.
It's
I tried, randos. I tried.
Because it's just gonna hinder. It's just gonna be the schooner heart.
Yeah.
Just revving, but all the time, every time someone speaks, it's just gonna hinder people talking all the time. A bad microphone, it gets me like on my nerves real fast.
Yeah.
So I think so.
I think it's funny, but I don't care personally. And I don't care because this is set up. I set it up the first time, and as long as I don't touch anything, it seems fine and nobody complains. But I try not to listen to myself. I don't do any testing.
Hey. Whoa,
Hold on.
Whoa, holy snap.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, anonymous gifter. Unfortunately, you're not anonymous as much as you would be because You've been here basically the whole time, so you must be one of the people near the beginning. So we could probably pick out who you are exactly based on who you have given a gift to. However,
Shame.
thank you.
You shouldn't say that.
Thank you for the gifts. So I don't mess with this. It's set on whatever it's set on. I move it around, and if I think I'm going to be too loud, like I'm screaming or whatever, I literally like move way over here and I'll scream or whatever. So
Yeah, I hear you. Yep.
yeah, you might not have even heard me. I have no idea. I don't know. But like when I'm screaming as Pierre, I move the mic that way and I turn this way and I scream. So it's incredibly
still
loud,
so loud.
still. I know, and I'm sorry. I don't have the thing that keeps it at the
I'm not gonna put these bits in my butt.
Hunters
Awesome.
cheer 1, Hunters cheer 1, Hunters cheer 1,
Okay,
Hunters
hold on.
cheer 1, Hunters
hold on.
cheer 1,
Okay.
bonus
Okay,
1.
we're fine.
bonus
It's
one.
bits, right?
Yeah, great. We got a bonus one in there. Thank you for that bonus one. Maybe try and make them all one. That we don't have to listen to the Hunters cheer, Hunters cheer, Hunters cheer. We don't need that part. Bonus one. Thank you for the bits. You do get the bonus one, I think. Oh, do you not? I don't know. I don't know how it works. It doesn't matter to me. Thank you for the bits. Whatever you want to do is fine. That makes you want to buy bits. That's what I'm here for.
I'm not
Welcome.
gonna put these bits in my butt.
Hunter cheer 5, bonus 1.
Hey, we got the bonus one. I have no idea what we were talking about. Oh, audio quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, I haven't heard anyone in the game who had a terrible enough mic that I was like, I cannot listen to this guy except for Jeremiah Blue Whale.
I'm not gonna put these bits
Hold on.
in my butt.
Hunter cheer 5, bonus 1. Blah la 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 la.
Ah! Man, if you guys have the fax machine, please do the fax machine. I think the fax machine is so funny.
I'm missing out on all of these bit
Man,
sounds. I'm sad.
Watch your own interview later. You're gonna love it. I could do it for you, actually. I'm not gonna put these bits in my butt. And then there's like a little jiggling noise. Yep. Anyway.
I've heard the bits in the butt.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Oh, and then that part was la la la.
I'm
Oh,
not
God, here we
gonna
go.
put these bits in my butt.
That one didn't say anything, so we just got our bits in our butt. Use that one for the new. Then the jingling noise. The jingling noise, for anyone who doesn't know, is where'd it go? It's a cat toy. I don't know where it is. It's right here. Oh, by the way, I actually bought. Oh god, you can't see it. I bought a gavel when I became the prez.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can see it. I have it on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I bought a gavel. I'm the lawgiver now. His thing is about like gavels and stuff. That's me now. Except it doesn't sound very good. So whatever. Shout out to the lawgiver. I didn't do anything with my mouth. I was doing like this. It's a hands thing. It's a hands thing. You probably couldn't see it. I got the things clipped. Anyway, yikes. This is just us hanging out and being stupid with chat for 20 minutes.
It kind of devolves into that after a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So for the record, there are 10 more scheduled. 10 more scheduled beyond this one. This one's the test one. The please let me know that everything is
Wow.
fine.
Thanks.
The comfortable one where like everything I say is cool, and everything you say is cool, and I don't get
You
offended.
heard it
And
first. I'm a test dummy. I'm nothing but a test dummy. We're
Yep.
fine.
Yep. Look, we made 19 bits, dude. We did it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, all right. I will
Woohoo!
definitely
Nailed it.
I'll I'll Venmo you 4 cents.
I'm
Oh snap!
not gonna
Another
put
4.
these bits
Awesome.
in my butt.
Cool.
How much are these bits worth anyway?
I think they're pennies.
Like
And-
a cent?
Yeah.
How much are 10,000 cents?
What is that? Wait, 10,000
that-
cents?
Yeah.
What? Why do you have to say 10,000 cents? Why do you have to
Because
say
that's
it like
the
that?
amount of bits I think I have. I don't know.
You have 10,000 bits?
I think so. Listen, I'm not a Twitch person. I don't know what that means, but I think I
Okay,
do. I
That's
don't know.
$10, but
Awesome.
your bits were probably less than that. So it was probably like
Oh, okay.
$8
Okay.
or something like that. So, I don't know.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, so
It's
that's
already, like,
1,000
times
bits.
4,
Yeah,
so
that's
that's good.
right. Flutter's doing the math for us. 10,000 bits. I was like, what? 2? That's $100 or $10.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
What? No.
Yeah, that's
How do
$100.
How do I get that shit on my bank account?
Well, if you were interested in money laundering, the way you would do it is you would give all of those bits to someone else and then have them donate the bits back to you if you got them without money. But if you
Oh
got
no,
them
I mean
with-
I got them as someone gave me 10k bits.
Yeah.
I think
What do you mean? How do you get
okay,
them?
cool.
You don't have your payout set up?
I do, but I don't know how that works, man. Hey, listen, this is not supposed to be like a troubleshooting for a Twitch monetary thing. So let's just drop it right now. I can figure it out.
Okay, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. By the way, I mentioned I paid my taxes. Everyone go out and pay your taxes. I put all these dumb butt bits onto my stupid taxes. So thank you for that.
The butt bits.
It was almost not worth it because the amount that came in from Twitch, I had to upgrade the tax thing that I was doing in order to put multiple forms on instead of just the free one. So I had to pay money to put Twitch income onto it because it's the right thing to do. I don't know if I actually had to, but Twitch is owned by Amazon. So if anyone's coming for me, it's going to be the government and it's going to be Amazon. So I put it on there because I'm a good person.
That's pretty cool.
Pay your taxes is all I'm saying. It's
Tax
not that
evasion
much.
is pretty cool, though. I mean,
No,
it's...
no. I cannot endorse tax evasion. Not here.
Finally,
No.
something we don't agree
We
on.
do not agree on. Yep. Yeah, he's in Brazil. He can evade all the taxes he wants, and
I can get out scot free, man.
that's
I'm
his
good.
own thing. He's right there. He's right there. Get him.
What?
Yeah, right over there by Bolivia. Oh, dang. That was funny, man.
Oh,
I said a lot of
over there,
places.
Bolivia's right there.
I wish I had set up the say where I'm from and badmouth the Navy things earlier for the like free points from Twitch, but I'm gonna do that in the future. So I think that's a funny way to like do interactive stuff with the stream.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I just maybe not the perma one.
I think I'm going to lower the amount for the perma one because like that's someone
The
who
perma
like
one seems
was
brutal.
there the whole time just watching you play this character. Don't you think your audience who was there the whole time deserves to choose?
Okay, I'm gonna AFK on your stream and set up an auto clicker so I can get the rewards.
Do
and
it
just
up.
farm it.
I mean,
In like 10 days, I'll perma
no,
you or something.
it's gonna be way longer than 10 days.
Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine then.
If I dropped it down to like 40k, I think Lady Nari is close to that already. But if it was like 100k, you know, she probably watched a bunch of times when I was streaming. So, oh snap! Hey, what's up, Lawgiver? I rescind everything I said. I'm embarrassed. I'm so sorry. Not like this. I'm so sorry. Look,
I'm watching you watch me.
And I like it.
thank you for the follow. All I said was, I'm watching you watch me. And also that I have a gavel and the little bangy thingy. I don't know what this thing is called. I assume it... Oh, you can't see it. I assume it's called a desk, but it's obviously not a desk because it's only this big. That's all I was saying. We were having meetings. You're the lawgiver. I'm no one. It's fine. Okay. Back to the interview. The law's here. We gotta go.
Yeah, speaking of law, I was joking about the tax evasion.
Right.
Of course.
Definitely neither
Yeah.
of us endorse tax evasion at all. Him
Yeah,
nor I.
for sure.
No.
Or money laundering.
No, definitely don't do the money laundering thing either. That was just a hypothetical. I've never even thought about it. Yeah.
A joke, if you
Yeah.
will. Yeah.
Just a joke.
You can't reach me. I'm in Brazil.
It's called a block. Thank you. This thing is not my
block.
desk. It's called a block. That makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, dude, it's been 2 hours. I don't have any more questions. I'm just chatting because people are
2
chilling
hours?
here.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. I do have one more question, but it's like one of those ending things or whatever. So let me say it one more time. There are supposed to be about 10 more of these. Questions about RP, different questions specific to the characters. I'm not going to shout them out because last time I felt a lot of pressure to get through them all, and then I didn't. And like I said, I felt like I let people down. So I'm not shouting people out because they're free to like have life stuff happen, and it doesn't matter. It's whatever, you know, like, oh, you can't make it. I never shouted you out. Nobody knows. So, I mean, we could shout out the lawgiver, and we could shout out Gob, and we could shout out Flutter because all of these people stream, right? God of Gaming, Lady Nari. I mean, we've talked about all of you. You all stream. I have a shout out button, but I only have one mod, and he's not here. So I'm not doing it myself because I'm saying it with my face. So yeah, definitely check them out. Yeah. By the way, my mod is Preceptor, so if you see him, definitely razz him for not being here.
Man, I don't even have a mod.
Oh,
Wanna be a
snap.
mod? Let's be a mod.
I
Just
do have 2
say
more. I forgot. The band is a friend who doesn't watch anymore, but that's fine. No. I don't need any legal paperwork. We already discussed. It was a meme. It was a meme. I'll send you this gavel instead. And Blagopi is this streamer that I watch who plays Clone Hero. Guitar Hero. Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh God! Don't look at the desk.
Look at it.
Don't look
It's
at the desk. All right. Well, great. Now I have to change it. Shoot, I gotta make my own desk. It's just gonna be a bunch of blocks of like color instead of like shiny junk. Oh my gosh! I've spent
Get
this
like
whole
a
time.
Get like a paint night thing and make it your background. There you go.
I have spent this whole time like endorsing, not using music and stuff from like real people that I don't have consent from and all that stuff. All the music I play is from one person. And I've done all this stuff, and now at the end of the season, I'm just ruining it all with this stupid interview. Delete the VOD, delete the interview. It never happened. Okay,
Never happened. It's
My
never
bad.
happened.
Shoot. Anyway, my last question that I have for everyone, when I last looked, there are 6,000 people registered through the website. Okay, over 6,000, so way more than that. And
That's crazy.
I believe Vin said at one point that there were 3,000 people playing at once, but 6,000 people total in this community. Do you have anything you'd like to say to them?
Do I have anything?
Yeah.
I have lots of stuff. I don't know.
To say to them. To say to them.
Oh yeah, that's my internet, man. Okay.
Look, I'll make you bigger if you want. Oh God, I clicked the free loot thing. Oh God, Twitch. Look, hold on.
Yeah, take your time. It's fine.
Talk to the
I'll
people.
wait until I get bigger.
You're
Almost
huge.
7,000 footers said. Oof.
7,000.
Oh my God.
You're huge.
Big. Wow.
You look good.
Okay. Hello. I am Gobtube, and keep on RPing. There
Wow.
we go. I sound confident.
We did it.
Woohoo.
We did it. Awesome. Wow.
Uh,
Can you believe it?
so great. So proud of this community.
Keep RPing. Gobtube 2020. Wow.
You can quote me on that one. Usually I won't allow you to quote me, but you can quote me on that one. That's fine.
Oh snap. Well, it's already copyrighted. You've lost everything. You have
Ah,
nothing left.
shit.
Shoot, we did it.
Don't quote me on that one because Hearts forgot about the copyright thing, so that's great.
We yeah, they are really fast. Dude, check this out. Hold on.
I got it. See some? Okay.
There is one person on Dustin Slane playing Atlas and streaming at the same time. So I vote we raid that single person for living it out to the end. I don't know this person. I've never seen this person, but they don't even have affiliate yet. So let's go hang out over
man.
there. I'm gonna clip these. You can watch, or not clip them, highlight them. You can watch them all at once if you want. You can watch this one. It's whatever. Or none of them. I mean, you don't have to watch any of them. That's fine. I don't.
No, you gotta watch this one. I mean,
This one. Definitely watch this one. Come back, watch this one again, and then you don't have to do anything else. Yeah. Oh man, I was trying to get it set up so that we could just raid someone, but now it's awkward. Oh, Steph, someone just raided them, and we're gonna raid them too. That's dope.
Oh man, great.
Thank you all for being here.
Working.
Thank you, Gob, for being here and being the first.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm gonna turn on the sun right now.
All right.
Oh god.
Whoa, look at the sun. He's dead. Oh god, what a vampire.
I'm gonna die.
All right, I rated those people.
All right, cool. I'm pissed at my monitor, man. I really am. What the
That's
fuck
so
happened?
funny, dude.